Hi everyone, in this video I would like to show you how you can pull accounting data from Xero to Airtable by using Integromat. So Xero is a very popular cloud accounting software. I have created a test account in order to run this test. So I have 3 invoices here and I open each one of them in these tabs. So in the first invoice I have 2 products, 2 line items, and I have account column here per each line item that I created as a different type of items that I sell in this fictional company. And also I have a salesperson column here. So these are called tracking items in Xero, so you can put some custom columns, custom info for each line item, and you can see how much the line item that we invoice here, and for this one as well. So this is the second invoice and this is the third invoice, and I made them all as paid, so all these 3 items stay here as paid. So this is our Xero account that I wanted to show. And let me go to the Airtable place. So in the previous video I created this table to keep product codes and commission rates. So I am now gonna create another table to have that accounting data. So actually these will be line item data. Let's name this as line items. So it may not be the perfect name for this table, but yeah, let's go ahead. So I would like to keep the value of product name from each line item, so I can call this as product code. Actually I would like to pull the product code, and single line text type should be fine. And as the second column I would like to keep salesperson's name here, and it should be single line text. And finally I would like to keep the amount of the line item here. So if I can customize it, and amount, and it should be, I think, number or currency. Let's go with number for now. And I have these 3 columns and I would like to delete this one. So I have my Xero account with its data. I have the table in Airtable. So the next step will be to build the pipeline which will pull the values from Xero and insert here. And for this purpose I will use Integromat to create this pipeline. So I am creating a new scenario here, and Integromat is a product to integrate many different services. Most of them are SaaS products. It is very much like Zapier, but it has, I think, more functionality, and it's not only event-based like Zapier. It can deal with the list of items, and it has more functionality. So yeah, let's go and see how we will build this from Xero to Airtable flow. So I'm picking Xero here, and I would like to search for invoices, and those line items are in these invoices actually. So I'm picking this invoices, and it asks me to pick an account. So because I am using this for the second time actually, so I in my previous attempt I just connected my Xero account here, and I'm just using it as the organization. So now because we are searching for invoices, it asks us to search by something. It doesn't want to create return everything. So depending on your scenario, you may pick any items here. So but for this instance, what I want to do is, so I would like to get the invoices that were updated within 1 month. So I would like to do this. So date updated should be newer or equals than. So I can provide a static value here, and in this tab there are some date manipulation functions. So I'm gonna use this type of thing. So I will use add month block here, and this expects as the first parameter, it expects a date, and it provides the now value here. And for the second parameter, I will provide a number to add as month on the current time. So I'm going to use -1. So I'm going back to one. I'm going 1 month back, and it should be newer than or equal. So it should be providing the last 1 month's invoices to me for the date updated column, and it asks me how many items it should return. So yeah, I currently I have 3 of them, but yeah, depending on the scenario, I think yeah, this depends. So I'm gonna just provide 1000 here. So this is this will bring the Xero invoices here, and as the next item and another module, if I may say, I would like to provide something called router here, and this is actually for filtering the flow. So what we really want is that we would like to pull paid invoices. So I'm going to delete this part. So because this is a router or whatever, I can provide some condition here. So I would like to use amount due, and I would expect it, so there are different operators here, so numeric operators, so less than or equal to 0. So I want it to be paid, so that there's no amount due. So if it's not paid, I don't want to I don't want those invoices to proceed for the next step. So this is done. So our filtering is done. So because we're pulling invoices, we actually need line items. So for line items in the structure of Xero, they are an array type of item in each invoice. So in this Integromat product, there is a tool called iterator, oops. Okay, I'm gonna delete this and pick iterator here. Okay, so this iterator or iterator, whatever, it expects an array from this resource. So I would like to provide line items here. So now this will actually flatten the structure of line items for each invoices. And as the next step now, I would like to provide these values in Airflow. So if Airtable. So if I pick Airtable here, so for each line item, I would like to create a record. So now it asks me, because previously I provided my account here, so it asks me which base I would like to use. So it is the commission app that I previously created, and the table is line items. So Integromat is smart enough to bring the fields that line items table has. So now I need to map these columns or fields with the fields coming from the from each line item of Xero. So for product code, I'm gonna pick so this number 4 here refers to this part. So I could use any data resource from the flow. I would use directly from Xero for that specific line item, or I can just I can use the flattened line item here. So what I would like to use is the account code for this column, for this field. And for salesperson, what I would like to do is, because I mentioned that the salesperson is actually tracking value, and actually you may have multiple tracking values, and actually 2 values that Xero enables you to use. So I would like to use first tracking option value of first tracking item, or yeah, so the name is the tracking name, so it's salesperson, and options should be the salesperson's name. Okay, so as the amount value here, I would like to pick line amount. So it should be bringing line amount here. So let's complete this. And we have a run once button here. Let's click it. So I'm hoping that it will bring all invoices. And there are some values here. So it says 3 of them is filtered, 3 items, and 6 line item here. Hopefully, let's see what happens. So yeah, that's great. So we have all those items here. Probably these 3 items we can delete, that they were empty, but we could bring product codes, salesperson, and amount. So I'm going back to Xero, and this was the 3rd one, and it was Scooby-Doo and £1,000 for this line item. So this is that one with 210 product code. So it is for SaaS product that I previously created as an income account, and this is from Eric Cartman for £3,000. So yeah, we could also bring this. So for our commission calculation scenario, actually we now have line item values that we can bring, and I haven't done it yet, but we could make this. I mean, we could create it per month, and we can run it. But the most important part, I think, we covered, and I would like to do one more thing. So we have 3 types of product here, and I would like to use product codes of those, and let's put a commission rate for this one as well. So for the next step, what I would like to do is to create an extension to these line items, or probably in another table. I would like to make this calculation on Airtable and calculate commission amounts per each line item. So, but let's do it in another video. So for today, these are all I wanted to show. So thank you very much for your time. So yeah, see you in another video.